Well, good morning, everybody. It is a wonderful day, and I am so excited about where I'm going. I'm leaving Siren. I just got done seeing my parents, and Siren is on my way as I head up towards the Keweenaw Peninsula for KOAR, which is the Keweenaw Overland Adventure Retreat. I've never been there. This is my first time going, so I'm really looking forward to getting there. Gonna meet some people that I've met at More Expo, and then just make a lot of new friends too while I'm there. So I'm hoping the bugs aren't bad, but one thing I know for sure is it's going to be absolutely beautiful, and the weather looks to be so nice. I cannot wait to get up there, so ride along with me, would you? If you knew anything about this channel and how I like to travel, you can probably guess my route up to the UP was going to be anything but direct. And you'd be right. I did make an early direct shot from home to Siren, Wisconsin to have a cup of coffee with my parents. But from there, I'm meandering northeast with a guesstimated arrival time in Copper Harbor around dinner time. What I like about this area of Wisconsin is even the county highways offer some pretty wooded views. Running through Danbury and then on over to Minong, we're just a beautiful 2 hours or so on the road. Now, if I was really trying to avoid interstates at this point, I'd have to drive out of my way quite a bit, and I just didn't want to push my arrival time any later. So it was on to Wisconsin 53 North, and on my way to my first back road issue. I was hoping I could get through to my right turn, but the roadwork just bagged me, leaving me short by about 100 yards. But that's okay, since my workaround appeared to be a pretty nice stretch along the Brule River State Forest. Well, I ran into a closed road on my route up to the UP, so I'm off on some kind of sandy gravel forest roads here, not too far from the North Country Trail. It's kind of pretty out here. The fall leaves are starting to change. And it's basically mid-September. Very nice. Very nice. All right, I just filled up in Brule, Wisconsin. I don't know, I'm probably a good, 3 hours left maybe. I think it's probably going to be 3:30 by the time I get to the KOAR campground. I had some road closures, and I went to get gas at a little lake town, and the gas station was closed. So I've had a little bit of running around, but I'm back on it, and I'm really looking forward to getting there. It's a beautiful day, man. It's getting hot in the car. Well, that is absolutely gross. I just cleaned my windshield, and now a giant bug has decided to crash land right in front of my GoPro. Perfect. One of the most popular roads to cut across northern Wisconsin is Highway 2. It's a busy one, but it's also the best way to make my way east if I want to arrive at the tip of the Keweenaw Peninsula at a decent time. Rolling through the town of Ironwood, so I'm officially in the UP, and just a few more miles and I'll be actually headed north into the peninsula. So I'm getting closer, but I'm still, I know, a good couple hours away. I'm also going to run up and check out a state park on my way up there. Can't remember the name of it, but I'll let you know when I get there. So the state park I was trying to remember was Porcupine Mountain State Park. And it's probably been about 5 or 6 years since I've been up this way. And I was up on a motorcycle. We ran the road along the eastern side, and it's absolutely wonderful, and it's just as I remember. This is such a beautiful drive, especially now with the colors changing. I remember being amazed by just how beautiful it was to continuously drive through a tunnel of trees. Today, however, I was going to take a moment and just check out the views of the Presque Isle River. Located at the south end of the South Boundary Road, you'll find incredible views of the river and hiking trails that will take you deeper into the Porcupine Mountain Wilderness State Park. These trails will lead you on to 3 more waterfalls before the river dumps its water into Lake Superior. I don't see a lot of roads on Gaia that run through the state park, but for mountain bikers and hikers, there are plenty of trails to explore and places to camp. Couple little small motorcycles in front of me. I think they're Honda Grums or the Cove, I think. Hard to tell from the back, but very cute. Look like it'd be a lot of fun. My route out of the state park was a bit slow and go, and I think I had thought I was much closer to my destination than I actually was. I made my way north along the lake, then back toward the center of the peninsula. I was looking forward to arriving in that particular town with that iconic bridge that tells me I'm getting close. If you want to drive to the tip of the Keweenaw, crossing the Houghton Lift Bridge over the Portage Canal is your only ticket. It's here you'll make your way north, through historic mining communities that now thrive on tourist and recreational dollars rather than mineral deposits. After crossing over the lift bridge at Houghton, you know you're getting close. It's like the gateway up to Copper Harbor. It was also the right opportunity to give my wife a call before I ran out of cell service. So I touched base with her, and I'm really looking forward to this next 45-minute drive to get to our camping ground. So it'll be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get there. The Arc of the Keweenaw Peninsula is the northernmost point of the UP, and nearly 200 years ago already, it had the largest deposit of pure elemental copper in the world. Early Native Americans, going back 7,000 years, used the copper to make beads, tools, and ornaments. In 1842, when the Keweenaw became part of the United States, the area was opened up to commercial mining, and by the 1870s, this land was the world's major copper provider. That lasted for more than 100 years, up until the last copper mine closed in 1996. Visitors can now tour several of these abandoned mines, and it's definitely on my to-do list for next year's visit. I got into the Trails End campground a bit later than I expected. I had forgotten that I switched from Central to Eastern Time, and I just made it to the nightly meeting hosted by event organizer Cindy from Northology Adventures. Let me give a quick shout out and thank you to her and her crew for putting this event together, and everyone who has made KOAR the Upper Midwest must-do major overlanding event. We were all looking forward to the next days of exploring, taking tours, and just gathering together and sharing stories. Now for a bit of dinner in the dark, and I'll see you all in the morning. After a quick morning bite, I joined up with a pretty big group of off-roaders, and we headed out for some trails to check out some of the peninsula's most scenic views of Lake Superior. I'm following along. I don't know where I'm going, and I'm told it's not going to be too gnarly, so I'm looking forward to that. I do need to drive the truck home, but yeah, this is going to be a fun day. Stick around. I want to give a thanks to Owen for being our guide and letting us know what we can expect off the pavement. Our first destination for the day, High Rock Bay. After making a quick stop to air down our tires, we were off into the dirt, rocks, and mud. In this group today were also two of my campsite neighbors, Jason from the Chicago area in his new Gladiator, who seems pretty excited to see just exactly what his Rubicon can do, and Jeremy from the Twin Cities, who arrived at camp late the night before in his awesome 93 Mitsubishi Delica van. This was by far one of the most unique vehicles at KOAR, and it was amazingly capable off-road, even with its stock tires, suspension, and ride height. The weather was ideal this weekend, so a lot of people had the same idea as us to get out and camp along the lake. High Rock was already pretty busy this morning, but we still found room to get all the vehicles in and stop and enjoy the bay's amazing views. After soaking in the scenery at High Rock, it was decided that our group should probably split up a little bit, since our next destinations just didn't have all the vehicle space for all of us at once. While one group headed further down the peninsula, I joined the others to check out the Rocket Range site, which is basically right next door to High Rock Bay. This concrete platform and turret rail is the only remains of the Keweenaw Rocket Range that was used here from 1964 and 1971. I think it's pretty cool that they actually shot a rocket here. I didn't know that. Now, Michigan launched its first rocket into space from here back in 1971, and today, this site is marked as a Michigan Historic Site for its work done in the field of rocketry. All I know is it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know this area along the lake is absolutely stunningly beautiful. Owen suggested we work our way to the south side of the peninsula tip to a spot known as Fish Cove. To get there, we'd have to go by several inland lakes, with KOAR Lake being worth a visit. This sandy stretch got us to KOAR Lake. Now that's H-O-A-R Lake. Even though we were now a smaller group, getting us all into the parking area at KOAR Lake was a bit of a challenge. The lake views were wonderful and the perfect playground if you happen to be a wound-up, energetic border collie. I took a hard pass on using the Biffy by the lake, and we were soon back on the trail and headed to Fish Cove. When you get to Fish Cove, it's just a short hike down to the rocky edge of the lake. This point on the Keweenaw delivers incredible views of the water and superior shoreline. From here, I'm told, it's about a mile or so hike to Montreal Falls, which from other videos I've seen looks amazing. We'll have to save that for another visit. Where we stopped at an area called Fish Cove, and it is just beautiful here. We had heard that it was fogged in earlier and it was worth a stop. It's cleared up a little bit, but man, the rocks and the water is super clear here. Just amazing. As we headed away from the cove, our small group split up again, with some going to check out Keystone Bay, while Jeremy and I and a few others decided to head back towards camp. I was looking forward to a bit of chilling and checking out the KOAR vendor village. I have to say the vendor village was pretty neat. You could sign up for classes about first aid, or see the latest in recovery gear, or just grab a hot cup of coffee. It was great to see everyone out supporting these overland businesses, and it's their support that makes events like this one possible. I even got a chance to stop by and say hi to Fletch from All Things Overland. By early evening, most everyone was back from their day's adventures and gathering together to enjoy a little socializing. Beer was poured, friends were made, and prizes were given away. Tomorrow was going to be another great day at KOAR, and it definitely was, but that's for another video. So please subscribe so you don't miss day 2 at KOAR. Thanks for watching, and see the links in the description if you want to learn more about KOAR and the historic and beautiful Keweenaw Peninsula sites. Until the next one, take it easy and go get lost on those beautiful back roads.